Hold up, let me shut this shit right here. Let me shut this motherfucker. Let me shut this motherfucker down right here real quick. Let me shut this down real quick. They try to hit you for copyright shit. I can dig it though, but fuck it. You feel the vibes. Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Johanna Ali. Welcome back to the show. Y'all know what we doing on here. We're having all kinds of fun. Learning about astrology right now. We're gonna dig into other things, but today we're gonna be talking about the moon in astrology. You think we're talking about? So sit back and relax. You're gonna enjoy yourself. If not, again, your turn. It don't matter to me. I'm doing this because I want to. You think we're talking about? So check this out. We're gonna talk about the moon today, and the moon is how you feel personally, yourself, your spirit. It represents your mother. You know what I mean? It's your feelings, how a person feels. You know, your moon deals with, the way you feel personally within yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So again, before I get started, I want to make sure again doing spiritual work. So I'm gonna clear up all kind of energy, any kind of negative energy. We're gonna get rid of it. Get you some of this at your house. Keep your moon straight, you know what I'm saying? Keep your mind right, keep your house right, keep your spirit right, keep everything right, you know what I'm saying? But the days we gonna get with it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get with it today. We're gonna talk about the moon. Again, it's your feelings, represents your mother, things like that, you know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about the Aquarius moon in particular. Aquarius moons are fun. They're cool. First off, about them motherfuckers, they think they're smarter than you. A lot of times they is though. They might think they like a lot smarter than you. You look at people like they don't sometimes. Very intellectual people though. Low key. You know what I mean? Depending on the placement of that moon too. I'll say that. I'll also say that. You stubborn people sometimes. Aquarius moons, it can be kind of like real stubborn people when it comes to a lot of things, because they were like rebellious. Because you gotta remember, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Rick James. You know what Rick James is on my channel is? That's the planet of Uranus. You know what I'm saying? Planet of change, and so they're gonna change the way they do stuff a lot of times. They might change their minds a lot when it comes to stuff. But one thing I can tell you about Aquarius moon, again, like they're very, very intelligent people. You dig what I'm saying? But being a spiritual person like myself, you know what I mean? Like just what they don't like, especially like younger ones. You know what I mean? Older ones kind of know better, but the younger Aquarius moons, like they think they know everything, but when they run into somebody smarter or that knows something that they don't know, and they know that person know that they know, because they be thinking they know everything. So when that person knows more than them, they kind of dodge that person. They try to kind of stay away from that person as much as possible. They avoid them at all costs. You dig what I'm saying? Because they don't want to, conversate with them. And not all the time because of that. Cause sometimes they feel like, you know what I mean? But that's just for the ones who thought, you know what I mean, they were smarter and they run into somebody who might have a little bit more intelligence. You know what I mean? Because just because they think they're the smartest don't mean they're the smartest. Remember that. You know what I mean? You can hurt their feelings like that. They ain't got no feelings, but they do got feelings. We don't get into that. You dig what I'm saying? Because they could also be into astrology too. You dig what I'm saying? Like they could be smart in knowing astrology. They could be trying to play you again, because the sign of Aquarius is not stupid, and it also rules astrology. So a lot of Aquarius moons could actually be into astrology, or their mothers could have been into astrology, or like the grandmothers or something. Like someone in their family could definitely be into astrology, or their girlfriend or their significant other could be into astrology. Everybody that they bump into might be in some type of astrology type. It might be dealing with the stars and speaking of stars. A lot of them could like shows like X-Files and Star Trek, shit like that. They could also like, like anime when they're young. They could like anime. Them the people who go to like Comic-Con, you know what I mean, dress up in the suits, whatnot. They'll dress up in the little costumes or whatever character that they like, go all out in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like be hyped up about that. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that Aquarius moon could be into. They could also when they're young, you know what I mean? Like they could also like to look like to look up, like just like to look up at night. Like they could like stargaze and shit, like stargazers. Like they don't like the daytime, but at night, like them kids when they're young, they'll look up, but in the midst of them looking up at the stars and stuff, like they'll go into the astral plane and they'll start to see the future, because like they'll have visions and stuff. Like so Aquarius moons is also very futuristic, so they can kind of see the future. Like that's a Raven kind of shit. Like they'll have like visions like that Aquarius energy again, because it deals with the future. It deals with like the reality of the future. You dig what I'm saying? Because Rick James is here to show you the future. You dig what I'm saying? Saturn said it is dealing with reality. So and they're having those visions is in the moon, so they could feel certain things when they come across certain people. You dig what I'm saying? And have visions and stuff. So you can't really play them sometimes, and you be like, damn, how do they know what they know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just because like they're good with that. They and when they're young too, like Aquarius is just different. Again, it's the rebellion sign. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna do the opposite. Rick James. You know what I mean? So a lot of them could, you know what I mean, when they're young, they could feel like, how people feel like, oh, I'm born into the wrong body. Like the Aquarius moons, like depending on the placement of like the house, wherever house it lands in. Like if it's a boy, like and like they moon landed to the eighth house or something, like they might feel like shit. They're girl, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like and they'll feel like that at a young age. You know what I mean? Like they'll just feel like that. They're like, damn, I don't feel right in this body. Those will be the first. Those will be, and they'll kind of, some of them kind of express that. Some of them might even act that out a lot of times. You know what I mean? It'll be that little boy, you be trying to get him to, you know what I mean, play with, go play football, and he want to stay in the house, play with the girls and shit, or vice versa. Could be the little girl, you trying to make her play with the dogs, and she trying to go outside, play football with the boys. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Those kind of moons, like that's the Aquarius moon when they're young. They could feel like that, and like when they get older, they could shit. Those would be the type that'll change it and express it and flip the script on you and start playing out their moon. Because again, a lot of people express like their moon, like the sun's going to give the moon what it wants sometimes. You know what I mean? And sometimes some people have a Rasputia moon. You know what I mean? And their moon, yeah, that's kind of, Rasputia kind of got that Aquarian energy, like boom, that motherfucker just wants some shit with some Scorpio, yeah. So yeah, it's like boom, their moon just gonna just fuck with the sun field, and they find themselves in bad position sometimes. But the Aquarius moons, not all of them are like that. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. That's some Aquarius shit right there. Forgive me. But you know what? One thing about them, they cool. They cool with everybody, because like they're smart, they're intelligent, so they know how to accept everybody for who they are, even if they tell you or not. But one thing about them, like if they again, like you can tell if they really like you, because they're gonna always communicate with you. They're gonna always try to come up to you and talk to you about something crazy, but it won't never be like no, crazy. No normal conversation. It just be like the stuff that y'all share between y'all, but it'll be in like a fun kind of way. Like Rick James, you know what I'm talking about? Like those kind of conversations, and a lot of them got unique voices too. Like a lot of Aquarius moons have unique voices. They, like you could tell Aquarius moon, like their voice is very distinct. Like you know them, like you ain't got to, you hear them like, oh, I know who that is. Like you know who that. You can tell, eyes closed, you know who this is right here. You know what I'm saying? Because that Aquarius moon voice, a lot of them have very distinct, unique voices. That's the other thing about them. A lot of people, I think, don't really pay attention. And they're into all kinds of different. They're into different things. They're not into what everybody's into when it comes to their feelings. You might be feeling a certain kind of vibe, but they ain't into that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like they ain't into because Aquarius don't really deal with feelings so much so well. You know what I mean? All the time. So it's a kind of it's a good spot for the moon because it thinks about its feelings. Like it really thinks about it. Like a lot of people don't like Aquarius moons when it comes to dealing with them on a one-on-one kind of thing sometimes. Understandable. Talk about that. Aquarius moons because they're gonna do the opposite a lot of times. So that could be nerve wracking. You know what I mean? Because how they feel about it, like how they it just depends on how they feel about something. You know what I mean? Like you can't really tell them what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? Depending on the children how they raised. Because again, it deals with the mother. And we're gonna get to that. You know, a lot of them. You know what I found out though? Side note, a lot of Aquarius moons like blues music. I found that out. Like Aquarius in general, like they like blues, like the blues, like BB King and like Tucker and stuff like that. Like I ain't familiar with a lot of blues singers, you know, but you know, shout out to them. A lot of Aquarius love the blues. And they're into the blues. And I kind of get it. I kind of get it to why they would like it. I could kind of get to why they would feel like they will vibe with some of that shit right there. You know, yeah, I had to think about that. Like, yeah, yeah, a lot of them like that. A lot of them into like video games and you know shit like that. Online gaming. As soon as they get home from work, that's the first thing that before they wash their ass, before they do anything, before they even eat. A lot of times they will come home and turn on a motherfucking game. You know what I'm talking about? They'll be the ones come home like boom, whatever, PC, PlayStations, Xbox, whatever they into, they gonna come home and do that. They before they even wash their asses again, before they do anything, eat or something. A lot of times they come home, hop straight on a fucking game, or you know, depending on the environment. Depending on the environment, a lot of them might have it already rolled for his moon, or drinking or something. Speaking of, you know, smoking and drinking. But you know, the moon still deals with the mother. So dealing with the mama, Aquarius moons, you know what I mean? Aquarius moons with their moms, like a lot of times their moms could be like their friend. You know what I mean? Like it could feel like their mom's their friend, like it ain't even no regular relationship. It's like a friend relationship. It ain't even no it's not a, you know what I mean? More, it's not a normal relationship like most parents would have, or most people would have with their mother. It could feel like a friend 1 second.